What's up, YouTube?
What's
so
up?
This is me versus. Fuck the part.
Already.
What's up, YouTube? This is you versus me.
That's a new channel.
Me and my buddy have been arguing about all sorts of stuff for the last couple months, and we figured we'd bring it to you guys. So let's enjoy and let's get started.
All right now, and the topic will be superheroes.
So today, we've been watching both Marvel and DC movies for a couple months now, and we've been doing all sorts of arguments about which one's better. Full disclosure, we're both DC fans. We like Marvel
And DC.
but for argument's sake, I'm gonna play devil's advocate and I'm gonna try to defend Marvel.
And I'll try to defend DC.
All right, so let's do this.
All right.
So, if you think about it, what was the first Marvel movie that came out? Obviously, as you know, Marvel has way more movies out than DC does right now.
Yeah. And they got about 20 now. And it was Iron Man was the first one.
Their first big blockbuster was Iron Man.
Right.
Because Marvel's been taking movies out for a while, right? Since the 90s with Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk.
But they started the universe around
the universe came to be with Iron Man.
Yeah.
But Marvel's had, before Iron Man, it was what? Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Hulk, the original Hulks.
Mm-hmm.
So Marvel's been going at it for a while.
Right.
But no matter how big of a Marvel movie comes out, there's one DC movie that kills everything, and that would start off with Superman.
Yeah, that was 2013.
When Superman, wait, I just realized I'm defending DC already. It's hard to defend. It's hard to defend Marvel because something I thought of a couple days ago was the fact that if you compare the characters in Marvel to the characters in DC, they do have matchups.
Right.
Except for Superman.
Well, there's gonna be.
We'd love to hear it in the comments.
Gonna be people out there gonna be really pissed at that one.
It's cool. It's fine. If you guys want to comment about this, let me know who you guys think Marvel's equivalent of Superman is.
Yeah.
Because if you want to talk about Batman, you bring up Iron Man.
Right.
Right? Wonder Woman, Captain America.
Right.
I think maybe.
Maybe. Right.
Well, we'll see
we'll see.
When Captain Marvel's about to come out, so we'll see if she compares to Wonder Woman.
Right.
But yeah, if you guys can give me a superhero in Marvel that compares to Superman, then I'll stop this argument right now.
Right.
But yeah, there's not. And even though Marvel's had movies for a while, DC came out hard with Superman.
Right.
So what else? What's next? We know that Marvel, like he said, Marvel has about 20 movies.
Yeah, DC's already at 6 with Aquaman.
And he was telling me earlier that Aquaman has almost $800 million made already in 17 days.
Yeah, something like that.
Do you know how much money the first Avengers made?
Over $1 billion.
Over $1 billion, but how long? For 100 days, right?
Yeah, over
close to 100 days.
Yeah, way
so
over.
Guys, think about it. Aquaman is DC's first individual film after Justice League, and it's already made almost as much money as the first Avengers made in 1 month.
Right.
So the DC fans out there are going hard with this.
Right.
DC's not messing around.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I've been talking for.
Okay, I'm just saying. I agree, but I think you guys out there, you guys can help us out with it. I think you guys will be fighting amongst each other with that. But I really think that Aquaman is kicking ass right now, and we'll see what Shazam does next. Because I was just letting my buddy know, I'm just waiting for that Shazam next now, because Aquaman went pretty good.
So I'm excited for Shazam too. But the one thing that I do like from DC is how they're connecting their storylines. But I mean, I guess Marvel does that too. So the one argument that a lot of people have with Marvel is that obviously they have way more movies.
Right.
But
that'll be the big conversation because they have more.
But the thing is, yeah, they have more movies, but the storyline is starting to shrink. Even though they have more movies, it's not as, how do you want to say, as full length. Some people might even call it lazy writing.
Right. Right.
You get me? Like, okay, we kind of know what's gonna happen next. And besides the fact that Marvel's doing a really bad job of hiding what's happening next.
Right.
Like in the last Avengers movie, we already know Spider-Man's gonna have another movie.
Yeah,
so
they
we
killed
know
off everybody that we already knew was
everybody we know is gonna have their own movie was killed off in Avengers 4.
Right.
So we kind of know they're gonna come back.
And I want to ask you guys, why was it that Hulk was able to get his ass whipped by Thanos, but Captain America could take a punch from Thanos with like all the stones?
See, that's an entirely different discussion, because check this out. Like he said, Thanos is supposed to be close to a god, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But he got whooped by Hulk, beat him pretty well. Captain America went up to him pretty well. We know Captain America's superhuman, but he's still human.
Right.
And who else? What's the girl's name? Not Scarlet Witch, the other one.
The Black Widow?
Black Widow. Didn't she get punched by Thanos? Or who's the one that got punched?
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about Cap getting socked and was able to take that punch, but Hulk was able to get beat up with one stone, and Cap was able to take a punch with 6. I don't know. So
did you guys realize how from the beginning when in Thanos' first cameo he shrinks every time? I'm just saying, think about it.
That's funny. Maybe cough.
Which one was? I think it was one of the Iron Mans, right? That he comes out at the end at one of the end credit scenes.
Oh,
the dude's massive.
Oh wow,
he's massive. And now he's Hulk size.
Oh,
and don't get me started with the fact that Hulk shrunk as well.
Oh man, you threw me for a loop. I don't know now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep shrinking their characters so that they don't seem overpowered.
Right.
But Thanos is supposed to be this massive godlike character, but he's getting beat. You guys realize Thanos technically got killed twice in Avengers 4.
Right.
He got stabbed at the end of the movie, and just laughed at Thor and said, "Aim for the head next time."
Yeah.
Dude, you get stabbed through the chest, you're not breathing.
Yeah.
So, like,
it's weird to us, but you let us know what you think.
But I mean, Marvel, keep doing what you're doing. You're making money.
You're making money.
So
I'm gonna watch.
I'm
gonna watch, but it looks weird to us that we were just looking at these movies and it just looked weird how like certain humans are like superheroes too. Like what's her name? Black
Widow.
Black Widow was able to go against like Thor's minions, and she was able to go up with them. It's just weird to me, and I was pointing that out to him. So I was like, is everybody in the Marvel universe like Superman? Does no one die in the Marvel universe?
Apparently not.
But we'll see.
But okay, so let's see if we can find some defects in DC.
Right.
So
we just wanted to mess with you a little bit.
One big defect that I didn't like about Justice League was the fact that Superman is extremely OP.
Yes, everybody's complaining about that.
But
he's supposed to be that way, though.
I understand he's supposed to be, but for like movie's sake, let the fight go on.
Okay,
like,
one of the longer fights.
Yeah, everybody wants a decent long fight scene.
Right.
But the fact that the storyline was really good, and then when Superman shows up, the fight's over.
He came just
like really, like really.
Right.
We know, like, how does he go from being so powerful that they can't touch him to where Superman shows up and slaps him around like a rag doll?
Right.
You get me? Like it was a great movie. For people that are detail oriented, like my dude here is like OCD with details in movies.
A little bit.
In movies. So he notices the ripples in Superman's cape.
Right.
That's how OCD with details he is.
Right. Guilty.
But yet, Superman came and slapped him around like a rag doll.
Right.
Like, come on, you can't make Steppenwolf OP against humans.
Right.
And then make him weak against a superhero.
Right.
That as well. Same thing as Marvel. You guys had it perfectly. The writing was perfect until then.
Right.
the one thing that I did like about going even further back to BVS, Batman vs Superman, was that
I like that one. A lot of people don't like that one. I like that one.
Was that, and he brought it up in one of our arguments. Batman was all the way in the back, knowing he was going to get his ass whooped.
Yeah, or killed when it's going to be Doomsday.
But check this out. That writing was actually really well done because of the fact that we know Superman is OP.
Yeah, so
but yet Superman got beat.
Right.
So it made it interesting.
Yeah. So when Batman was fighting,
yeah,
he can at least hit Doomsday. He's like, at least this was a way to get away from the next thing he will do.
And Batman was realistic. Yeah, Batman knew he couldn't be in that fight.
Yeah, so he looked from a distance and helped when he could. That was the thing I pointed out to him that I liked about the movie. I mean, I liked the whole movie, but that was pretty good to me. I like that detail that DC does. And Marvel kind of don't do it. It's kind of still good, but they like to...
Marvel's looking for that big finish.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Marvel has great finishes.
Yeah.
But they don't have that attention to detail.
Right.
And that for you younger audience, trust me, I used to look for that too. I wanted to see the finish. I want to see the big finish. How are they going to win?
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm watching these movies 2, 3, 4 times, I want to see the little details. Like
I kind of sorry YouTube. I kind of messed him up. I kind of made him look more into the movies of what to look for. So now he's kind of looking for it now.
If you guys think about it, Marvel's been making us look for details since the beginning. Why else would they put end of credit scenes?
Right.
They want us to look for the details.
Right.
So with that being said, that means that originally Marvel was being super detailed.
Right.
Because they were putting all kinds of Easter eggs in their movies. They were putting end of credit scenes. Right. So we could be looking for little details, looking for the next movie. So
I don't know how they feel out there, but as the movies progress, I don't really like to. I'm not looking forward to a lot of them. Like the new one coming out, Endgame, I want to see it like everybody else, but I don't think I'm gonna be rushing to go see it because I think they already like blew their wad on what they're going to do, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, they can shock me and throw some people in there that I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. But yeah. So.
Oh, by the way, we might throw a couple of what's it called? I can't even remember what it's called. When you give somebody details beforehand. So if you haven't seen a couple movies,
I'm sorry.
And you're waiting for them. This is the wrong show for you.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
We're gonna kill a bunch of shows for you, a bunch of movies.
Yeah, we're gonna pick apart some things.
But like we were saying earlier, the fact that everybody's super excited for Endgame, but I can tell you half of the characters that are gonna come back to life just from Marvel's early releases and from earlier movies.
Right.
You get me? And you guys gotta realize, if you guys for you guys that actually do read comic books, all of this is in the comic books.
Yeah.
So yeah. But let's keep going. Going back to DC. Like I was telling him originally, the fact that the fight scene from BVS was it was a good fight scene. It was a pretty long fight scene with pretty good length.
People complain more about what Darkseid looked like. And not Darkseid, Doomsday looked like. They call him like a Ninja Turtle. He didn't have his spikes out at the time.
Same as comic. Same with Marvel comic books. Marvel and DC have always been really detailed in how their villains and their heroes look.
Right.
So a lot, like you said, a lot of people complained about how Doomsday looked like.
Yeah, but when you think about it, he wasn't supposed to have none to begin with. He was supposed to grow during fight. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you want to nitpick at that, then that's cool too.
But like I was saying, going back to what I was saying, guys, think about how Doomsday beat Superman. You get me? Doomsday beat Superman, but Steppenwolf, which is supposed to be another godlike villain, just like Thanos, he's supposed to be a godlike villain.
Yeah, he's supposed to be pretty powerful too.
He's supposed to be extremely powerful, but yet his own minions kill him.
Yeah, that was weird.
You guys realize his minions ate him.
That was weird. Unless his axe had something to do with it. I'm pretty big on DC, but I don't know. Maybe was his axe one of the reasons?
No. He got scared.
Yeah,
remember,
but
his minion. If you guys remember, his minions fed on fear.
Right.
So if they
But
smelled you scared.
But did his axe have anything to do
No,
with
no,
it?
it was
Because
just-
after the axe was destroyed, didn't they not attack at that time?
So once the axe was destroyed, he realized he was gonna lose,
Right.
and he started freaking out.
Okay.
Same thing as Thor in Marvel movies.
Right.
It clearly, if you watch Thor Ragnarok, you clearly know that Thor doesn't need the hammer to use lightning.
Right.
But yet, he spends the entire Avengers 4 looking to make another hammer.
Right.
So, like, make up your mind. Do you need the hammer or not? Going back to DC,
Right.
same thing.
Yeah.
He
Just nitpicking.
once Steppenwolf lost his axe or hammer, whatever it was, and realized, oh shit, I'm gonna lose.
Right.
He got scared.
Yeah.
He got scared. His minions realized that. They ate him.
Does that make them more powerful then?
No,
Fear
they,
makes them powerful, so they can be on his level.
no, they just ate him. They realized how many.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
So they just overwhelmed him.
Okay.
So he was done. And realized
Excuse the coughing.
all of this happened in a the Steppenwolf lost in a matter of 4 to 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as Superman shows up, the fight was pretty much over.
Right.
But yet, Doomsday killed Superman in BVS.
Right.
And Batman came in and saved
Well,
the day.
technically, I would think Doomsday is stronger than Steppenwolf anyway, though. He's pretty powerful. They just started with a very powerful character.
That's true.
So, there could be that.
It could be that.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. It could be. But still, regardless, Steppenwolf was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Steppenwolf should have. Actually, no, he didn't know that Superman was alive.
No, yeah, that's right.
He didn't know that Superman
That's
was
right.
alive. So that's why he was confident that he could beat
That he
Justice
could-
League by himself.
Yeah.
But okay, we'll give him that. But still, regardless, the fight scene could have been better.
Yeah.
Superman, like, we
It
understand
could've
Superman's powerful, but a little bit too powerful for my taste. Like, there could have been a little bit more struggle back and forth.
I'm doing that pause. Superman's supposed to be powerful.
But,
I know a lot of people out there will be upset, but that's just Superman.
But we know he's supposed to be powerful, but at the same time, think about it. Not all superheroes have their full-on strength and power right away. This dude just came back from the dead.
Right.
You get me? But I mean, it is what it is, right?
I'm talking over him for a second. I'm trying to get over a cold. That's why I coughed about 100 times in this video already. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
But I mean, so now we see that I can't really say that Marvel and DC have the same negatives because
I think since Marvel has more movies,
I think that's the thing that Marvel has such a larger sample size than DC has right now that we can find more negatives in Marvel than DC.
Right. Because I mean, I
But
can
just
really nitpick that.
Just the fact that DC is much more detail oriented right now
Oh yeah.
than Marvel is.
Yeah, I'll say for a while.
I know everybody's heard the expression quality over quantity.
Right.
And right now, I think that's the opposite with Marvel. Marvel's a little bit more worried about how many movies they can bring out.
Right.
Well,
it's a moneymaker right now.
It is a moneymaker, but
Yeah.
I mean, you're losing a lot. You're losing quality.
I kind of feel bad because I mean, I do want to see Endgame, but I don't think I want to rush to see it. I'll probably wait a week or two. I'm not gonna be the first one.
And something big too, something I do like, something I do really do. Don't get me wrong. I'm completely okay with Marvel whipping out
me too.
2 movies every
Me
6
too.
months. I'm
Me
fine
too.
with that. Why?
Me
Because
too.
that gives you something to watch.
Yes.
You
Okay,
get me?
yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with.
I like that
I thought the first Ant-Man was okay.
I didn't like.
He hated it.
I don't like either one.
He hated it, but I thought it was okay.
Right.
The second one had its moments, but the first,
Right.
but I mean,
Yeah, well, that's
It is
another,
what it
that's-
is.
Yeah, that's another conversation. I didn't like.
I mean, Ant-Man, it is what it is. The new Superman reboot, the Amazing Spider-Man, It's got its.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I understand they wanted to put Spider-Man in the Marvel universe, but that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah,
which
get on that
Spider-Man
time.
universe is better? We'll get into that
That's
another
something
one.
different.
By the way, I think it's Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but
I go Toby.
We'll go into that later.
I go Toby then Garfield.
What else? What others? Newer Marvel movies are gonna come out. Obviously, he mentioned Captain Marvel's gonna come out. That one's actually gonna be a really, really big part of the Marvel universe, to the point where, as we all know, as a lot of you guys know, Chris Evans might not be doing Cap anymore. So it's a pretty good possibility that Captain Marvel's gonna take over the role. You get me? So that's gonna be a really big movie. Let's see how they can get that movie to explode to the point where we're excited for Captain Marvel to take Captain America's role. What else? The recently new movie Black Panther. I honestly think that was a really great movie.
I liked the whole movie to the end.
To the
end
end
was okay, but it didn't tickle my.
Black Panther, that movie deserved all the hype it got.
It did.
That movie was really good.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Black Panther. What else? Ant-Man's a side hero. Sorry, Ant-Man.
Yeah,
but he's a side hero. What else? I heard that they were gonna give Black Widow her own movie. Let's see how that goes.
I'll do research on that, but I think so. But it's probably down the line. But
let's see how that goes.
I'll check.
Who else? Obviously, all the Spider-Man movies that are gonna come out. I heard I'm excited about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. No, sorry, 4. Is it 4? It is 3. My bad. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm actually a somewhat of a Guardians of the Galaxy fan. I thought that movie was really pretty good.
Okay.
Just because it straight out took you into space. It no longer was in Earth.
It looked like a Star Wars movie in the Marvel universe.
In the Marvel universe. So I like how they included the Guardians of the Galaxy in Marvel. I mean, with the Avengers. So I'm excited to see who the next villain is going to be in. Actually, it's not true. We already know it's the gold people.
You're right.
Never mind. It's the gold people. I'm excited to see the villain the gold people are going to create.
We could be wrong. We'll see. They probably can correct us. They probably know a little bit more at that time.
Yeah, we'll see. I just think Marvel. I think Marvel's trying a little bit too hard to bring characters out.
Well, I want to say one thing. I think I'm gonna tell you this. This is being recorded. I think by the time DC gets to at least a dozen movies, Marvel will probably be up to like 30, maybe 25, 27 at that time. I'm willing to bet you, because we know each other. I'm willing to bet you that small quantity.
Guys, we do all kinds of gambling.
Yeah, we do. So don't worry about that.
It's legal now, so we're
right. I'm willing to bet you that those 12 to 13 movies they will have versus their 20, 27, I bet you it would be a better storyline at that time.
Yeah.
It will never catch the amount of movies.
It won't.
But the quality, I think, will overrun Marvel, because I mean they really have to pull some magic tricks.
The one thing, and I just thought of this right now. The one thing that, excuse me, guys. The one thing that Marvel did do a good job of, it was that realize, like you said, Marvel has about 20 movies out right now.
Yeah, to 6.
They've been waiting for Thanos since Iron Man. What was it? Iron Man 2 or 3? The end credits of Iron Man 2.
I'll do it myself, type of thing.
Yeah, the end credits of Iron Man 2. Right? They've been waiting for Thanos since the end credits of Iron Man 2. So they've had us on a rope, on a string, waiting for Thanos for about 10 years now. So I applaud Marvel for that. Yeah. I applaud Marvel for that, because DC already knocked out two of their big villains in 2 movies. You get me? And for you guys that know the comic books, Doomsday and Steppenwolf, those are pretty big villains.
Pretty powerful cats. Yeah.
Yeah, and they already knocked out 2 of them.
Right.
The Marvel, on the other hand, they kept their
the anticipation was good. I love that.
So they kept us waiting. They figured out a way to get us to the movie theater, because we weren't too much interested in the movie. We wanted to see the end credits.
Yeah, right. I guess you can say guilty of that. Yeah.
We wanted to see the end credits. We wanted to see what was going to happen next. Don't get me wrong, the movies were good, but we wanted to see what happened in the end credits. And
I'm curious. I'm sorry. I'm curious out there. I want to know what your like list is from 20 to number 1, worst to best. Because I mean, we have ours. That'd probably be another type of subject. But
what's your
least favorite so far?
And which one, Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
For Marvel, I wasn't a big fan of Thor at first.
I only like one and a little bit of three.
Two was
completely.
It took me a while to watch.
Even Chris himself didn't like that movie.
Yeah, it took me a while to watch the Thor movie, and then when I did watch them, I thought that storyline started off a bit slow,
right,
for the size of character that Thor was going to be.
Right.
But yeah, originally I thought Thor. Obviously, Hulk was.
I like Hulk, but that was a horrible.
The story, Hulk is a great Avenger.
Yeah.
He's a great character in the Avenger
Avenger
genre, but his movie sucked.
Yeah.
And so we all know the Thor movie sucked. And I wasn't a big fan of Thor at first.
I didn't know that.
Thor's a great Avenger now. He's a great hero. He's a great part of the movie now. But his individual movies were iffy at first.
So what's your least favorite?
I think I would go with Thor, just because Marvel.
Jeez. So all of them?
Huh? Not all of them, because I think maybe just the first one.
Okay.
Because the second one was a little bit better.
Wow.
And Ragnarok was okay.
Okay.
Thor Ragnarok was okay.
You just truly showed me different strokes for different flows, because those two were not that great to me. But I give Thor 3 a passing grade, but it wasn't great. I didn't think it was that great. I probably gonna get stoned for that, but I didn't like it like that. But okay.
And I'm going back to, I'm trying to hate on. Well, I know he's told me before that he doesn't like the Captain America movie, the first one. I thought that was great. I honestly thought that was great, but he says he doesn't like it. He thought that all the futuristic stuff in the past.
Put me on blast on YouTube. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
That's kind of the point.
That's the point. That's the point. Sorry.
He thinks that the futuristic stuff in Captain America 1.
Yeah. I didn't like that it was set. Yeah, it was set in the 40s.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna get cussed out. Watch.
I mean,
YouTube's gonna hate.
Yeah, I thought Captain America movies were good until
2 and 3.
Until Cold War. Oh no, was it Cold War or Civil War?
Civil War.
Civil War. My bad.
You didn't like Civil War?
Civil War was boring for me.
Okay.
Civil War was a little bit boring for me, but I mean, because you guys got to realize. A couple, maybe 4 or 5 Marvel movies were just fillers.
Yeah,
I know. I told him a while ago.
I think they know that, but
I told him a couple days ago. If you guys realize, the Avengers created their own villain.
Oh yeah, 2. Talking about part 2.
The Avengers
2. A million
2.
Thors. A million. What was it? A million.
What was it? What's the dude's name?
Oh wow.
What's the villain's name?
Yeah. I forget his name. I got it.
Ultron.
Ultron.
You guys gotta realize, they created Ultron.
Yeah, so 1,000 Iron Man versus.
They pretty much created their own villain. That everybody was expecting for Thor. I mean, not Thor. Everybody was expecting Thanos.
Or some, yeah. At that time, yeah.
At that time, everybody was expecting Thanos or something like that. No, they want to go and create their own villain.
Yeah.
Like really?
Yeah.
Now I know why people hate Tony Stark.
Right.
You created your own villain that almost destroyed the country. Dude.
Right.
Come on.
Right. That's funny.
Like, you got a pretty big ego, so
yeah, that's pretty good.
But I mean, hey, if that's it, I still watch the movie. So
yeah, I still
Marvel take my money.
Right,
you
right.
Know
Yeah,
Marvel take my money. I still watch the movie.
I still do it.
But yeah, like we were saying, Marvel has so many, and they kept the roll going. They kept the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Enough to where we all went and spent our $30 at the movie theater.
Right.
Yeah, it's only like $15 a ticket.
Right.
But it's like 12 to $15 a ticket.
$30
you take a date.
Yeah.
Plus the snacks and stuff. You're spending almost $40 at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Marvel's taking those $40 and smiling.
Money. I don't got money.
Hey. We're every first and 15th.
There you go.
Only on the first and 15th.
Right.
So, but they're still making their money. We're still going to watch the movies.
Yeah.
So all power to you, Marvel. Keep it up.
Yeah.
You get me? Keep making those movies. We're gonna keep on watching them.
Right.
You get me?
But we won't keep this going too long. We want to keep it going. We can do it another time. How do you want to do it?
Hold on. Let me just hate on DC a little bit.
Okay, go ahead. We can do that.
Going back to DC. How I was telling you how they knocked out two other big villains at the same time.
But they do have several to go.
They have several.
So they did Brainiac.
You're right. They got Brainiac.
They have.
They're gonna have to fight Lex Luthor eventually.
Yeah, with him and his Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then and don't get it started with all the Batman movies that are gonna come out.
Yeah. As much as I love Batman, they can knock that off of keep showing it over and over.
They're gonna have to. You get me? Because he's a big part of Justice League.
Right.
What else?
Henry, if you're out there, man, I need you for Superman.
Oh,
you're number one. You're number one, bro. You're number one, bro.
Please.
I mean, I know a lot of people out there always say,
and
Christopher Reeve because he's passed away, and I love him. Yeah, it's always about the dead is always put on his pedestal.
Don't get
me. Henry's number one. Then I'll go Christopher. Then I'll go like Tom.
Okay. So
go ahead.
How much to that, guys? Don't get me started on the Green Lantern.
Oh, okay.
I think I just loaded my. I think I just blew
a load.
I just blew a load, guys. Don't get me started on the Green Lantern.
Right.
When that comes out, it's over.
Oh, he's gonna lose his mind.
It's over.
He's gonna lose his
mind. You get me? Marvel won't have anything on the Green Lantern. As you guys can tell, I'm a huge Green Lantern fan.
Okay.
I love the first Green Lantern movie. So
wow.
Forget all of you guys that didn't like it.
Okay, yeah, that was not even nowhere in
Forget all of you guys.
That wasn't even in the universe.
Forget all of you guys. That was a great movie. Green Lantern. Yeah, I honestly believe Green Lantern can beat Superman. Let's leave it at that.
All right.
But but yeah, like I said, they still got to introduce the Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter in Justice League 2. And then Green Lantern's gonna get its own movie, another movie as well.
That's down the line. That's
that's gonna be a while. It's gonna be like 2020, easy 2020, 2021. But he's gonna get his own movie.
Yeah.
But like we said, it is still relatively new, and DC is doing a good job of keeping everything under wraps.
Yeah.
So let's see what DC comes out with, and hopefully they give us some stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna suck. Only 19. Only got 2 movies out. They're gonna throw out a lot in 2020.
But that's because, like you were saying, a lot of their actors have other things that they gotta take care of first. Like with the Flash, he's doing
his
the
beautiful whatever minds or whatever. Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts. He's doing Beats.
Yeah, I heard that.
Fantastic Beasts.
Right.
I can get it right. Fantastic Beast.
Yeah.
And he's really strong on that. So he's gonna finish that up and then come back and do the Justice League.
Yeah.
You get me? But we know we're getting Cyborg back, and hopefully we get Superman.
Yeah.
You get me?
Henry, man. I'm gonna keep saying your name, dude.
Keep it up. Let's go.
Number one, dude.
So,
I don't care what nobody say. Number one.
But yeah, those are some of our thoughts on Marvel, on the defects, some of the defects that Marvel and DC have had.
Right.
We know, like we said, DC is relatively new, so they're gonna. Hopefully they don't, but they're gonna give us some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Marvel never disappoints.
Yeah.
Marvel's always.
They'll keep the ball rolling.
They're gonna keep the ball rolling. They're gonna be either do really good or really bad.
We'll see.
Rarely do they have a middle point. Either their movies are really good or really bad.
I'm just thinking. I'm just dazed, and I'm looking out into the.
For all of you comic book people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Either they kill it, or it's a disaster.
Right.
Hopefully they continue to kill it because we want to continue seeing all the Avenger movies.
Yeah.
Or Guardians of the Galaxy, whatever they decide to roll with.
Yeah, they can move on.
But
that's their money maker for right now. So that'll be probably maybe one more after that too.
No, they're still gonna have a few more Avengers.
Okay,
they're still gonna have a few more Avengers.
I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe.
Yeah, they're still gonna have a few more Avengers, but let's just see. Let's see who's gonna end up being in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Because Robert Downey Jr. is up there.
Yeah.
Robert, I love him. He was great Iron Man. He's an amazing Iron Man.
Yeah.
One of the greatest actors in comic books.
Yeah.
But he's up there, so I think he's gonna drop it in a few movies.
Yeah.
You get me? Chris Evans, as we know, he's almost done.
Yeah, he's almost done.
So let's see who they bring in for the Avengers.
Yeah.
Hopefully, hopefully Bucky gets the shield, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. So hope you guys.
Hope you enjoyed. Excuse the coughing, like I said, trying to get over a cold. That's gonna look bad, probably. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll edit this eventually. So
yeah, we'll let you know.
You might not get the copying in the edits. We'll see.
Right. We'll see.
But don't forget to subscribe, like our.